Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Sure. Chief Judge Pro Tem Larry Williams.
Present.
Pastor Eddie Williams Jr.
Present.
Deputy Chief Stewart.
Present.
Andrea Smith. Janella Robinson has requested an excuse, as well as Judge Donald Knapp. He also requested an excuse. Norris J. Howard.
Present.
Armand Harris. Chief Robert Dunlop has requested an excuse. Sam Sharikian has requested an excuse. Paul Bruno. And Chief Judge Pro Tem David Braxton has requested an excuse, and Chair Clark Coleman.
Did she say Chief Judge?
Pro tem.
Oh, I'm Chief Judge Pro Tem.
Oh, I thought that you had been elevated. That's what I said. I didn't know that. Okay, all right. Okay, so first item. Where is mine?
Item B, Chair, remarks from the Chair.
I have none, but other than to say thank you for coming out here when Ebony tells you this is critical. It is, because we got to get this turned in, because how many millions of dollars are involved here? $2.1 million. We can't. So I do appreciate all of you making time, because I know all of you are busy schedules. And I appreciate you coming out here and making time for us to quickly get this thing approved so she can make her 5 o'clock deadline. So we've had roll call, we've had chair's remarks from the chair. Next item.
Item C, approval of the February 15, 2024 meeting minutes.
I have approval. Do I have approval? So moved by Bruno.
Second.
Second. Okay. Any questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion carries. Next item.
Item E1 under new business, review and approval of the Q2 report.
Okay, well, until next time. Yeah. Okay, we'll table, which one are you tabling?
Item number 1.
Oh, okay. The review and approval of the Q2 report. Okay, next item.
We're now moving to review and approval of fiscal year 2025 funding application.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Again, thank you all for being here. I sent out a copy of the application. I'm not sure if everyone has had an opportunity to review it. If you'd like a copy, I have a couple up here. So just raise your hands if you'd like a copy of the application. All right, I've wasted some paper. So the fiscal year 2025 application it's for the most part the same as the application that we submitted last year. The programs remain the same. The vendors remain the same. No significant contractual changes. We did request approximately $120,000 more this year than we did last year. The increase is attributed to the increase in the average daily population of the jail, and then the increase in utilization of programs. Right now, I think you all would be pleased to know that we have our cognitive behavioral therapy program that takes place inside of the jail, and we are operating on a waiting list.
Oh, wow.
So we have a total of 15 individuals enrolled in this 30-day curriculum. We have approximately 19 to 20 waiting to be admitted into the program. And so there is a significant and has been an increased need for the use of cognitive behavioral therapy. We also have ramped up our operations, and our community correction staff are returning back to Third Circuit Court. So they will have a space and office inside of the court. And so for those matters that require additional questions to determine eligibility, we will have community correction staff on site to answer the questions of the judges. And this is just our opportunity, or our attempt, to reimagine community corrections. I think the pandemic forced us to get kind of used to operating via Zoom. And so we know that the best mechanism of communication is face to face. And so we will have actual persons inside of the courtroom answering the questions of the judges, the defense and prosecutors. And so I'm extremely excited about that. We are also exploring our partnership and our presence inside of 36th District Court. There's a large group of individuals whom are at 36th District Court, and prior to them being bound over to Third Circuit, we believe that if we catch them at the onset, we would be able to provide additional recommendations for programming and treatment, which may assist with the ultimate decision of the judge. So I'm extremely excited about what fiscal year 2025 looks like. I also, just to highlight for you, I passed out our fiscal 2025 funding request. As you all are aware, we submit the application today. Once the application is reviewed by the Michigan Department of Corrections Office of Community Corrections, they return the application to us. They also return our fiscal year award for the year. We then, as a body, are responsible for designating or allocating how those funds are divvied up amongst our programs. I will go ahead and read the programs for you. So we have our cognitive behavioral therapy vendor, Lake Ridge Village, who will continue to provide a 30-day jail-based cognitive behavioral therapy program, and that's for male offenders only. The fiscal year 2025 application will be modified, or has been modified, to allow Lake Ridge the opportunity to provide behavioral therapy services in the community to not only men, but women as well. So they can provide programming to women in the jail, but they can offer it in the community. And so I'm excited about modifying Lake Ridge Village contract to accommodate the additional need for CBT programming in the community for both men and women. We also are in the,
Before you go.
yes, ma'am.
How many did you say that we're able to handle at one time?
So the Michigan Department of Corrections constitutes a group as a minimum of 3 and no more than 15. So right now we have a group of 15. We have an overflow of 19 that are waiting. So essentially we have 2 groups that are pending.
And how long is the program?
It's 30 days.
Okay, so in 30 days, you can
Turn them over.
You can put the others in the
Yes.
program.
With hoping that they have not exceeded their actual jail sentence, because that's the problem that we're encountering. Some of the individuals have limited jail sentences. And so just ensuring that they will be in jail long enough to accommodate and to complete programming. So Mr. Cadet, who's in the back, the assistant CDU administrator, is working closely with classification to review those outdates to ensure that the individuals that are pending will have enough time to complete the requirements of their order of sentence. And then for the record, Ms. Hunter, Mr. Harris just walked in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Additionally, we are in the finalization of entering into a trauma-informed care contract with Black Family Development. Black Family Development was awarded funding for fiscal year 2024. We are anticipating providing services in fiscal year 2025 as well. They will provide a female trauma-informed care curriculum in the community. In addition to trauma-informed care, they also provide parenting classes, child care for women probationers, and other ancillary services so that there aren't any barriers to treatment. So I'm extremely excited about partnering with Black Family Development and continuing our partnership with them in the future. Our domestic violence program and provider is Education Training Research Services, ETRS. They provide both a jail and community-based domestic violence treatment program. And this is one of the areas that I'm extremely excited about our community corrections staff being in a courtroom. We have identified Judge Deborah Thomas as the judge over the domestic violence and docket in the court. And so we will have a firsthand experience and communication connection with her for her to be able to provide referrals to our programming. We have seen that our jail-based domestic violence programming has been underutilized, but I just think that we weren't doing a good enough job in communicating about the presence of the jail-based programming. And so moving forward, I'm extremely excited about, again, community corrections being there to communicate and convey that to the judges to let them know that that program is available.
Now, is she ending her term this year?
I've heard December.
So, yeah, yeah, I did see her someplace
Yeah.
and she indicated that, she was, her term was ending.
Yes, but we are going to take advantage of her presence while she's here, with hopes of being a smooth transition to whomever that docket is then handed over to.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the domestic violence, you do it in the jail and in the community, but you'll have your case managers working in the sentencing part with Judge Thomas?
Correct. And not only the CDU staff are not only identifying individuals who are eligible for domestic violence, they're identifying individuals who are eligible for all community corrections programming. There are just some programs that are significantly underutilized that we'd like to highlight. There are other programs that don't require that type of hand holding because they have a waiting list in the jail. We do have 2 vacant positions available that we are working with HR to post. One is for a community corrections specialist. That person will be solely responsible, and I'll speak to that later, but that person will be solely responsible for the development and the implementation of our violence prevention program that we're issuing the RFP for within the next couple of weeks. So I'll share that later. Electronic monitoring through the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. This is a continuation of programming. This program provides services to our pretrial defendants. So individuals, before they've been sentenced to a term of probation, the judge has the ability to place them on a GPS tether. And sometimes they place them on a tether in conjunction with a sentence or sentence to a residential treatment facility in the community just to see how they do under these conditions. We anticipate approximately 400 individuals being enrolled on our GPS tether with the continuation of 100 from our current fiscal year. So we anticipate serving approximately 500 offenders on GPS tether next year. Our DDJR, which is our outpatient drunk driving jail reduction outpatient services. This is a community-based, program that ETRS provides. We anticipate serving a total of 95 individuals, 75 new enrollments in fiscal year 25 and 20 that will carry over from fiscal year 2024. This is a program that has significantly been utilized over the years. We all know that individuals who are faced with OWIL third offenses or charges are in need of substance abuse treatment. And so we're thankful to be able to provide this service that ETRS provides in the community. Our Wayne County Sheriff's Office Adult Fugitive Apprehension Program is specific to individuals who have been sentenced to participate in our specialty courts and or those individuals who abscond from treatment facilities. So we get a lot of calls, a lot of questions regarding individuals who abscond in the community as to whether or not the sheriff's office can go and attempt to apprehend them. Our program is specific to individuals who have been sentenced only to participate in mental health court, a drug treatment court, our veterans court, or they've been sentenced by a judge to enroll in one of our residential treatment programs. So Detroit Rescue Mission, Genesis House, one of the individual facilities that Michigan Department of Corrections has a contract with. The violence prevention program, I think we've been talking about violence prevention, gun violence for the past 2 years. We had a separate workout group, a breakout group to develop this robust program. And I'm so elated to finally say that a contract request was submitted on Monday for the actual RFP to be issued. This contract request in the amount of $400,000 for fiscal year 2025 and $300,000 for fiscal year 2024 will provide gun violence prevention programming to Wayne County offenders. That program includes a mentoring component, a restorative justice component, a case management component, and the HEAT component, which is a culturally responsive cognitive behavioral therapy program that was founded by a couple of gentlemen in Kentucky. And so I'm extremely excited to be able to offer this program. Additionally, while this is a new program, we're using a new curriculum, Wayne State University has agreed or offered to provide an evaluation. So in addition to submitting this program and providing this program, we have an actual evaluator who will determine the effectiveness of the program, whether or not this curriculum is valid. And so I'm extremely excited about what's to come regarding this violence prevention. I don't anticipate the RFP to be on the street for long because we would like to go ahead and get this contract awarded this fiscal year. But I will definitely keep you posted as we progress. The next time we meet, that contract should already be awarded. So I'll send an email just to kind of let you know the status. And then lastly, the 5-day housing is a continuation. That's a program with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office where individuals are able to remain in the Wayne County Jail for an additional 5 days to allow our vendor to assess them to determine their eligibility for drunk driver jail reduction. So it's not necessarily a program, but it is a payment to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office just to accommodate the length of stay that it would take to actually conduct and perform an assessment. That completes my report.
Let me understand, this 5-day housing, you say that this allows the sheriff to keep them 5 more days. And the purpose of that is for what?
So the additional 5 days, this is not always needed, but it allows the vendor the opportunity to conduct the assessments needed to determine their level of care for substance abuse treatment. So substance abuse treatment requires additional tests and assessments to be conducted. And sometimes the tests are lengthy and it requires a significant amount of time. And so this allows that vendor the opportunity to conduct, perform, and submit a recommendation for treatment.
Go ahead.
What is the total amount of the ask for this contract?
$2,123,588.60.
And how much, what's the increase?
It's about 100. We requested $2,061,990.50 for fiscal year 2024. So let me do the math. It's about $100,000 increase, a little or more than. I majored in criminal justice, so let me use my calculator.
Yeah, math is not
It's not my strong suit.
Right. So I had
So-
added up the cost of all of the programs. It came up to about 1.198774.
Yes.
Oh, we got
So
a
the rest is
mathematician
in
here.
administrative
Yes,
fees.
yes,
We got a mathematician.
yeah.
No, I'm a nurse.
And he takes notes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Excuse me, Chair Clark Coleman, we'll need to have a vote to pass item 1 for the day.
Okay.
Yes, we do. We do need to. Can I have a motion to pass item number 1 for today?
Second.
Okay. Been properly moved and second that we pass item 1. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries. Thank you.
And then we need to vote on the review and approval of the application.
Okay, is that what we're gonna do? We ready for that now?
There are no other questions.
If there are no other questions,
Oh. Wait, no.
okay. I need a motion for the review and approval of fiscal year 2025 funding application.
Motion to approve.
Yes. Okay, it's been properly moved and second. That we approve the fiscal year 2025 funding application. All those are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries. You're in good shape.
I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape, yep. No, the email is pending. It's pending. I just have to submit it.
No, good work.
Thank you. I
It is,
appreciate
it
it.
is, it is, it is. And it's nice to know that when you see Ebony excited, you know that
Yeah.
it's been good news.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, next.
I do have something else to share. So the last time we met, we discussed my promotion. I shared that there would be a new community corrections advisor administrator. I am pleased to share that interviews have taken place. And Lester Thomas has been offered a position as the community corrections administrator. Mr. Thomas served previously as a probation agent with Frank Third Circuit Court, the Juvenile Division of Probation. He also probation agent. He currently has involvement with the Farmington Hills Public School District and another DPS where he kind of serves as a behavioral specialist for at-risk youth. He's a graduate of Fisk University. He was honorably discharged from the Marines. I'm extremely excited to present to you, and he'll be at the next meeting. Mr. Lester Thomas, he brings a wealth of knowledge. He is scheduled to start June 3rd. So I'll still be here. I'll still serve in this capacity, but you will be seeing a lot more of Mr. Thomas. He is administrator of community corrections. So he'll participate in those site visits, Pastor Williams. He will, any questions regarding programming, he will be able to assist with that. So the calls that you would make to me normally, you would be making to Mr. Thomas. No. But just so, I mean, I'm sure you have me on speed dial. But yeah, I'm extremely excited, extremely excited.
Mhm. Okay. Commissioner, not yet. See, Commissioner ain't. Commissioner got to look further into this. I don't accept stuff. I don't accept stuff at first. No. No, Commissioner has to get more information. Okay, next item.
Item 3, what Ebony has already gone over, so we're on item F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the board.
I've not been informed of any other.
We'll move to item G, public comments.
Okay. All right, are the lines open?
The lines are open and there are no hands on Zoom and no emails were received.
No emails and no
No participants on Zoom.
no participants. Okay. All right, so but this is now time for public comments. If there's anyone here in the chamber or on Zoom or on the phone, this is your time to speak. Second call for public comment. Anyone in the chamber or on Zoom or on the phone would like to make a comment this time, please speak. Last call for public comment. If you'd like to speak at this time, you should go ahead and make yourself known. All right. Public comment is officially over. Next item.
Item H, adjournment.
Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?